Guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Today we're going to watch the best player probably in the world. I've said it for what, a year and a half now. It's Mugi. Mugi is now a pro player in CRL East out of Japan playing for PONOS esports. You guys have known that Mugi is my personal favorite player to watch inside the entire game, bar none, because this guy is just a cycle deck god. Anything fast he excels with, but not just that. He has an 85%? Let me check the numbers here. He has an 84.6% win percentage right now in CRL East. That is unheard of in 1v1 matches. That's just insane, guys. Insane, man. He's just tearing it up. He's never played 2v2. He only plays 1v1, but he's just, well, look at this guy. He's just amazing. Anyway, guys, today I've selected, I think, 5 of my favorite Mugi matches for you guys to watch with me. All of the deck links will be in the show notes below, so if you want to give any of these decks a try, go ahead and do so. Mugi is the ladder master. He's one of the ladder gods in this game for a long time now, and finally we get to see what he can do at tournament level standard. Suffice it to say, nobody can stop him. Freaking Mugi, dude. This guy's insane. So here we go. He's playing Balloon Cycle here. Just watch the textbook gameplay with Mugi, and sometimes, you know, ladder in tournament level standard doesn't translate right away. Sometimes it takes a little while for, you know, ladder players, really good ladder players, to translate to tournament level standard, especially when they're playing live. You know, granted it's not live in stadium, but it is live here on, you know, video, and you can see both players kind of socially distancing, wearing their mask here. Blizzard at the top and Mugi on the bottom with that autographed PONOS jersey in the background. So anyway, guys, here we go. Golem coming down for Blizzard. So it's that big Golem Skeleton Dragon Night Witch deck, double dragon with the baby D as well. Let's see how Mugi defends here. So here it comes. Gonna be a Barbarian Barrel, Snowball, and a Miner going in on that cannon cart, trying to disable that cannon cart at the bridge, allowing our Musketeer and our Bomb Tower time to do work there on the defensive end, and we cycle there to another Barbarian Barrel, again just trying to protect that Musketeer, so able to defend there, really taking no damage, and now we're gonna go in with the Balloon and the Miner. 24 seconds left here, guys. Fireball is gonna come down, but we are going to get Balloon death damage, an emergency tornado, and you can see Blizzard not really happy with himself. It looked like he was convulsing there for a second after that tornado. He does give the good game, and there it is with 7 seconds remaining on the clock. Balloon will not reach the tower, but it will get the death damage. That's going to take it down to 104. Miner's going to chip away. We have Snowball in hand too if we need it, and that is one match, one victory there for Mugi, man. Mugi, look at his towers, guys. Look at his towers against a Golem deck, right? It's just, some people might find this challenging. Mugi, just another day. Now, granted, in that matchup, we had, you know, pretty good matchup, right, for us. Fast cycle deck against a heavier Golem deck, and here is Mugi right now playing from, I don't know, his dining room? I have no idea. But either way, let's go into the next matchup in this King of the Hill. Now, this guy's barely lost all season, so it's challenging even to find any losses. Whenever he's in King of the Hill, it feels like he sweeps King of the Hill, and that's exactly what he did here against Talon. So Geralt, his opponent here, I think there's a little bit of a stalemate at the beginning of this match. So while we wait for a player to make a play, feel free to fast forward if you want to. But, you know, if you don't want to fast forward, I want to ask you guys, do you have a favorite CRL Pro? Any CRL Pro who you kind of, I don't know, maybe they play a deck that you particularly like really well, maybe you just like their personality, or maybe you just root for a team. Do you root for a team, or do you root for a player in CRL? Or are you not very familiar with CRL? Let me know in the comments below. I'm interested to see who the most popular players are. Is it the legacy players like Surgical Goblin who have been around and dominating this game since day one, or is it kind of the newcomers like Mugi who are making their debut on the competitive scene this year? Interested to see what you guys go with in that regard. So here we go in the second match. I guess I could have fast forwarded since this is pulled directly from the CRL East, you know, raw gameplay. But with 43 seconds left, interesting that Mugi is not making a starting play again, given his proclivity to play these faster cycle decks. It looks like this time, I believe he might be playing Graveyard, so he's not going to want to make a play. during single elixir time. Do you guys think they should institute some sort of a first play benefit, providing some sort of incentive for players to make the first play in matches so you don't get these stalemates? Or are you guys fine having occasional stalemates, especially in competitive gameplay where the stakes are so much higher? On ladder, you just make the first play usually, right? Because who wants to wait there for 2 minutes unless you're very, very top ladder? Anyway, here we go. Finally, I have officially vamped for 2 minutes blabbing to you guys. 3, 2, 1, and let's see who makes the first play here as we approach double elixir time. It's going to be Skeleton Dragon split by Mugi in the back. And here comes Baby D and Mega Minion from the opponent. We go with a Knight in the back, and it does look like a Graveyard deck. So Knight and Musketeer, I talked about this. We're going against Graveyard as well. Poison immediately coming down. Also the Royal Delivery there. Without the knockback, still being utilized in CRL East. Not just by Mugi, but by a few players. I think the card is still good myself as well. And there it goes. It's a Barbarian Hut behind that right tower. Gonna help kind of, again, stymie that E-Wiz and the Mega Minion. And we go in immediately with the Graveyard going into the Baby D. A Royal Delivery comes down from the opponent as well. Speaking of Royal Delivery being in a few different decks, we're seeing 2 different versions of Graveyard here. The opponent preferring the E-Wiz version to the Musketeer version. As I was saying earlier, I do think that the Knight and the Musketeer are 2 of the strongest cards in the game right now. 2 OG common cards, or common and rare cards in the game. And they're still like as strong as ever, maybe stronger than ever. Just really nice fits right now inside the meta specifically. Not calling for a nerf of these cards, just saying they're really solid. Here we go with Skeleton Dragons down on that Knight in the left-hand lane. We won't take a ton of damage. We're going to go ahead and use that Royal Delivery as well. Nice cleanup there in the left. So now we're going to go immediately in the left-hand lane with, it looks like, potentially a Graveyard push. There it comes down the Graveyard. We delay just a second on that Graveyard, giving us some poison value if we want to take it there. But no, Mugi says, no, I will not take the poison. Instead, I'm going to save my elixir and maybe even hut up again here. Let's see what we do. We go with the Musketeer first. We have Royal Delivery in hand. That's going to be beautiful there at the bridge. No knockback really needed again. Musketeer putting in some work, distracting that Baby Dragon as well. We go immediately with the Graveyard on the offensive end. Nice Graveyard here by Mugi, and he goes in with the Heal Spirit. Nice job recognizing and being patient this entire match. Heck, it's already triple elixir time in this match, guys. And just then, we go in with that aggressive, or not aggressive, I guess a very tactful Graveyard there at the end after we knew we had that left-hand side locked down on defense. So again, we're going to intercept that Knight at the bridge and immediately go in with the Graveyard again there. See how we go aggressive with the Graveyard and the poison there? The opponent uses their poison on offense, allowing us to go in with the Graveyard. Now we have the Knight there to tank with the Musketeer again. That Knight-Muskie combination in the left-hand lane. Skeleton Dragons down. Skeleton Dragons really helping us out here as well. Not just against the Graveyard, obviously, but against just helping out against tanks and against units like the E-Wiz here. Well, I guess they just died, but either way, here we go. 459, 436, and now it's getting close to death on that right tower, guys, with only 13, 12 seconds left. It looks like it's probably going to be a draw here, but we have a very sizable damage advantage, man. This dude is really, really good. No flashy cycle plays in this match. They weren't necessary, just patience. So in match number 1, illustrating how to defend against a big heavy golem beatdown deck with a cycle deck, and match number 2, illustrating how to be patient, how to play defensively. Now we go against Line, who is Talon's, in my opinion, best player. I'm a big fan of Line. He is right now 12th in terms of win percentage for Talon. He is, no, my bad, 1 crown is there, all right, my bad. I'll stop naming players' names. Line is currently at 58% win rate in CRL East, the 12th best win rate, and that shows you the size of the win differential percentage-wise from Mugi at number 1 to Line at number 12. 1 crown, LCOP are number 2 and 3, and they have a 69 and 66% win rate. So here we go, Skeleton split in the back, and Mugi's moved back onto the classic, the Royal Giant cycle deck that is everywhere right now, not just in CRL, but also top ladder, heck, also mid ladder. And he's going against a Bomb Tower deck. Bomb Tower, of course, has unlimited HP. It feels like Bomb Tower can still eat the hit of a balloon and still be alive. Very underrated right now in the meta defensive building by some. Others probably recognize the power of the Bomb Tower still. And we're seeing it again still in CRL East, even at present moment. So we go Fisherman in the back. And here comes the opponent. Another graveyard. A lot of graveyard play coming in early here. We have Hunter in hand to intercept that Knight. And we have the nice heal spirit there to heal him, the Hunter that is, right back up. And then help out the Fisherman against that graveyard. Barely any damage coming in from those skeletons onto the graveyard. So here we go. It's going to be Fisherman kind of marching his way over the left-hand side. And, hey, he's going to almost take the shield off of that Royal Recruit from the Royal Delivery. Another Royal Delivery deck. And, again, I will mention, just a reminder, you guys, this is not that old gameplay or anything like that. This is a couple weeks old here. Not looking about, like, 8 metas ago with all the Skeleton Dragons and the Royal Deliveries, right? So here we go. It's going to be a Royal Giant cycled in the back of the left-hand lane. Here comes that Graveyard. We're ready, though, with Fireball landing immediately. We have Skeletons to pull that Knight over to the center a little bit, and Skeleton Dragons, meanwhile, again, putting in work on the defensive end, again, against Graveyard here for Mugi. So Mugi goes in. Hey, a lot of people thought Mugi was a chick because his profile was an attractive young Japanese woman on his avatar on Twitter for a long time. And I think some people, it just based on the comments, at least on my videos that I've had him in the past, have fallen for it. They thought that he was really a female clasher. Nah, you're getting a look, kind of. Can't see his face, but you're getting a look for the first time, a lot of you guys, at Mugi live in person, kinda, on video. All right, so here we go. It's going to be, again, Skeleton Dragons coming down on the defensive end. 8 seconds remaining here. In single elixir time, Log comes down, and again, Bomb Tower kind of stymied the progress of that Royal Giant. Why are we playing Royal Giants in the back of the King Tower so in this matchup? Because, again, they have Bomb Tower, right? Trying to cycle to 2 Royal Giants, or trying to catch it with the Bomb Tower out of cycle like we just did there. So here comes that Heal Spirit. Perfect landing. Allowed, I think, one more hit from that Royal Giant because of that timing and placement of the Heal Spirit. Meanwhile, the Hunter's going to put in work. Log's going to make sure that Archer doesn't lock onto the left tower. And here it comes, another Graveyard push, likely from the opponent. No, they go with the Royal Delivery just there at the bridge, kind of haphazardly from line. Here we go. So we're looking for 2 Royal Giants again, looking for a Bomb Tower to be placed really soon by line. We go with the Hunter as well. We have Fisherman opposite lane. Here comes that Bomb Tower. We have Fireball in hand, probably going to use it, and there we go. And then Fisherman's going to help out with the assists from the opposite lane. He pulls that Knight out of the range as well, says, get over here. Meanwhile, Hunter's going to be protected, at least momentarily, by that Fisherman on the defensive end. So now we're crossing over again to triple elixir time, guys. Here we go, 58, 57 seconds remaining. And Royal Delivery again just kind of cycled at the bridge there by line, kind of stacking up in the left-hand lane. We're all the while trying to cycle those logs on that left-hand tower and now fortifying our defense again on that left-hand side. 3 Skeleton Dragons momentarily there for Mugi, and again, Royal Delivery does come down. At this point, 35 seconds remaining, the opponent has to get something going. Line has to get something going, and I think at this point, he's gonna give him the win. He really couldn't defend there, and with only seconds left on the clock, Mugi walks away with another victory, and that was a King of the Hill sweep by Mugi. Very well done. Now I want to go ahead and jump again in time against Hire. Now Hire is a longtime veteran of the Clash Royale pro scene. Really solid player throughout the years. And we're seeing Mugi again at the bottom of your screen. A different day. This is week 2 here, match number 9, towards the end of this day's matchup. So here we go. It's going to be a Bandit and Archer cycle for the opponent starting out here. And we go with a Muskie again. Muskie and Knight again being played here by Mugi. A rare kind of missed snowball there, but we don't take any damage, so not the end of the world. Maybe just helping our cycle at the end of the day. Here comes the Royal Recruits. That's right, Royal Recruits are played inside CRL before you ask. Yes, indeed they are. Here comes that Ram Rider trying to bypass the Bomb Tower. We go with a Knight here. We have Snowball back in hand. It's going to push everything back. And again, look at that Bomb Tower with the assist from the opposite lane. Really mitigating any value from that Ram Rider. That was a Ram Rider in 3 recruits coming down that left-hand side, and the Bomb Tower from the long distance on the right-hand side, able to again defend along with the Skeletons and the Knight. So beautiful when you have Knight, Musketeer, Skeletons, all of these kind of classic defensive cards in your deck. So I stand corrected. It's not the first deck. It is Hog Rider, and I believe it's Hog Earthquake. I shared this deck just a week or 2 ago on the channel. Very effective deck. It has a Not the highest skill cap in the world. I wouldn't say as high as 2.6, but it is difficult to get the hang of, especially if you've only played kind of 2.6 or heavier Hog Cycle decks in the past. Again, I believe it's triple spell. I believe the last card is actually Earthquake in this deck, but time will tell. So we go again with that Bomb Tower, and here immediately comes that Ram Rider. And again, we go with that Log there, and the Musketeer kind of set up on the defensive end. This is going to be really strong defense, and we go right back into that Hog Rider. Ram Rider is not even going to get a hit, and Earthquake indeed does come down. So it's a triple spell Hog Rider deck, which I like that none of the spells are, you know, quote unquote big spells, right? It's the Log, the Snowball, and the Earthquake. And then again, able to protect that Musketeer. Bar Barrel does come down, but we send in the Hog Rider. Here comes a big counter push, potentially. It's going to be a nice defense with that Ram Rider snaring the Hog Rider, and the Musketeer finishing off that Hog before it could even connect to the tower. Now Royal Recruits putting pressure here at the bridge. This is going to be the most impressive defensive sequence that we've seen so far from Mugi. Cycling, Knight pulling everything to the middle. Snowball worried about that Musketeer in the right-hand lane. She gets one more shot off, but we are able to kill that Bandit and cycle to another Musketeer. So now 2 Musketeers on the field. Archer putting in some work. For the first time this video, it feels like we actually don't have the damage advantage here. So going into overtime. Nice Earthquake, maybe opportunity here. No, we're going to save our Elixir, recognizing that a big push is likely coming with the Goblin Brawler there in tow. We play the Musketeer behind, we play the Bomb Tower high, and the Knight even higher, making sure we have a tank, a big body in front of that Bomb Tower. Skeletons down at the very last second there. Nice defense again here by Mugi. This is the point in the match where yours truly would start to panic a little bit. We have Log in cycle, we have Snowball in cycle. What are we going to do? Snowball the very last second, Mugi. Ooh, you assassin, you, bro. I was like, what is he gonna do? Last second Snowball with the Knight, able to, again, mitigate any damage on that right tower. Both of our towers are pretty low. Here comes that last card, the Fireball from the opponent. They go in with that Knight again, stopping that Bandit from getting a dash on our Bomb Tower. And we go in with the Hog Rider again, keeping that Musketeer alive momentarily. We missed the Ram Rider with the Log, but we don't need the Ram Rider for the Log. We just need to get some more chip damage on that right tower. So damage pretty close to even here. Now we have a Musketeer. We have Skeletons in hand as well. Skeletons do come down for that Goblin Brawler. Here we go. Triple Elixir time, guys. We go in. Nice Earthquake opportunity here. Beautiful Earthquake and the Snowball and the Log. We get the Hog to the tower. Is it going to be 2 hits? It is going to be 2 hits. Now all we have to do is defend. And we can just Earthquake Log cycle after we do so. There's a Log, this time on the defensive end. Snowball comes down. Oh my god, how does he win this? I've already watched this and I forgot how he won. Meanwhile, Recruit hammering away at that left-hand tower, and now we have it. There it goes, and Hire shakes his head in dismay. How did I lose this thing? 2 HP remaining. Hey, just cycle to one more Log, or one more Earthquake in this case, and we have it. What an impressive victory by Mugi. I have one more in store for you guys, and another reminder, all of these decks, the links will be in the show notes below. Here we go against Soloman. So Soloman, another really solid player, and this time, again, showing his versatility as Mugi, and that's the thing I mentioned at the beginning of the video that I love about this guy, man. He is so good with so many different decks, but a staple of those decks are Knight and Musketeer so far for the most part, right? So Skeleton Dragons in response to that minor for Mugi, and now he just goes ahead and says, thank you very much, I'll take that Fireball value on that right-hand tower. Whew, gotta take a breath, man. Gotta remember to breathe in these videos. So here we go. It's gonna be a Musketeer in the right. We're gonna respond with a Musketeer of our own. There she is. Mugi's favorite cards. Musketeer, Knight. Here comes that Mega Knight for the opponent. We have Skeletons in hand. And look at that. Beautiful, beautiful job there. Skeletons also eat the charge of the Bandit. We're unable to clip that, Heal Spirit, but all the while still able to defend without taking any damage, man. That was impressive defense again. Just notice how much value he gets out of every single card he plays, you know? Every card he plays is just perfect. And again, holds both of those Skeleton Dragons to only 1 hit on each tower. Nicely done halfway through regulation here. We go with a Knight in the back. Muskie from the opponent. Nice fireball here. Frees them up to potentially play Skeleton Dragon, so we'll have to be careful of that. But again, here we just go with a Knight. Let's see what they go with. They go with a Barb Barrel. It's a nice sequence for us, able to get more chip damage vis-a-vis both of our spells in the right, and they go with a Mega Knight in the back. We immediately put pressure with the wall breakers there, forcing a Bandit out of the hand of the opponent. It doesn't even work. We do connect with one of those wall breakers. Let's see this defense again here, guys. Skeletons down, Skeletons low, recognizing again that the Skeleton Dragons were in hand, and again, we don't waste any time. We attack immediately again. Heal Spirit comes down, we connect with another wall breaker there. Miners hammering away at that tower, all the while getting more chip on that right tower. 796. Jeez, man, this guy. So here we go. Skeletons on the musket, keeping our musketeer at full health. We recognize again that he does have Mega Knight in hand, so we go in with a miner instead. Mega Knight comes down at the bridge. And there it is, the last card, the bomb tower again. And Knight immediately down. Just nice job just placing that Mega Knight there, placing the bomb tower there, and then recognizing that we have to have some protection there with the Knight again. So Miner doing a good job defensively protecting this Musketeer. We're back to Skeletons again, we're back to Log as well, and again, just getting more chip damage. And look at our tower's health here, guys. Dude, you could give me 1,000 chances to try to beat Mugi one time, and I'd get $1 million. And I don't know if I'd be able to do it. I probably wouldn't. Do you guys think you could? All right, finally we see the Royal Hogs come out of the opponent's hand, and guess what? We're back to another bomb tower, man. Well, having two bomb towers is difficult when you're the opponent. How do you break through with Royal Hogs? They've been trying to build those Mega Knight pushes in the back, but to no avail, certainly in this matchup. 316 remaining on that right side tower, and this one is almost over again, man. Mugi winning basically 9 out of 10 matches one-on-one, head-to-head inside CRL East. This guy's just incredible, cycling quickly to another miner, going in the back, one more shot, and 4 HP. Another log will end this thing, and there he goes, guys. Or a fireball will do the trick as well. Man, that's Mugi, guys. Do me a favor and give Mugi a follow on social media. Great guy to follow. He shares his decks, his ladder progress, and of course, his esport progress now in Clash Royale. And of course, check out all the decks and his player stats and profile links to statsroyale.com in the show notes below. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and a huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information as well. Thanks, and as always, take care, guys.